shoulder width apart. Get grounded into the earth. Just make a good connection with your feet. Imagine the earth's energy below your feet, making that connection. And start to focus on the breath. Start to take a few deep cleansing breaths. Expanding the abdomen on the inhale. Contracting on the exhale. Just arms loosely by our sides. Shoulders opened up a little bit, opening up the chest, providing some good space for the heart. Relaxing the face, relaxing the shoulders. A little slight bend in the knees. Back flat. Head upright. You can imagine your head is suspended by a string, a cord coming out of the crown of your head and reaching up to the sky. Just nice erect posture. Just settle into a couple of good deep breaths. And then let's just begin to warm up. Let's roll our shoulders a little bit, roll the shoulders back. Roll them with your arms. Roll the shoulders forward. We could swing the arms side to side. Get a little bit of a stretch in our arms, shoulders. We could even tilt off to one side. Get a good stretch along that outside. Tilt off to the other side. Maybe get a little stretch in the neck there. We can wake up our neck. We can kind of look off to the side. A little gentle stretch there. Side to side. More and more.
Is Chris coming?
You can tilt your head up and down. Get a little good back and forth stretch there. We can tilt our head side to side, ear to shoulder. We can move into some hip circles. Put our hands on our hips and just get a little gentle roll of the hips one way, we can circle the other way. Just wake up those muscles and joints, tendons and ligaments. And remember to visualize various areas of your body when we're working on various areas, and use your mind to kind of focus and send energy there. That can really help. And then bend over at the waist. We'll lead with our chin. Bend over at the waist. Hang. Like that. And slowly roll. Backing the vertebrae back up. Chin and head up loud. Stretch backwards. You can repeat that again. Bend at the waist. Back. Focus on your lower back. Really focus on the lower back. Try to get a good stretch there. Tuck your spine. You can even get a better stretch in that lower back. Let's do that one more time. And tuck the pelvis. Shake that out. We can roll our wrists, raise a foot, lower the ankle, one direction. Do it with the other foot. Move your wrists in the other direction. We'll shake that out. We'll begin to open up the spine. Raise our hands up. Just gently rotate off to one side, off to the other. Breathe, opening up that spine, opening up that energy pathway. Breathing in good energy, good chi, good positive energy into our spine. Exhaling anything we no longer need, any negative energy, any stuck energy. You can raise your trailing heel if you're not already. You can glance over your shoulder, a little more stretch if that feels good. Find a nice gentle motion here. Give your vertebrae a little space. Breathing deeply, breathing into it. Clearing the mind, continuing to get into the moment. Here, be in the present. Really give your mind and body a little vacation here for the next hour. We can lower our hands to hip level. Allow your hips to lead the motion, followed by the torso and the arms, shoulders, arms, hands, and fingertips last. Good, gentle rotation. Breathing, noticing, sending energy anywhere it's needed. We can anchor our feet, move it to flop, just a little more energetic motion from the hips, just providing some force and power. Swing your arms and your hands, allowing the hands to gently tap on the lower abdomen and the lower back, stimulating our internal organs, sending good energy there. Maybe getting a little flex in the knees as we use our legs to provide the energy for this motion. Just allow the shoulders and arms and the hands to be loose, relaxed. And breathe good positive chi into our organs, the liver, kidney, intestines, spleen. Breathing deeply. You can bring the leading hand up to the chest, enliven the heart center, the lungs, upper chest. You can bring that hand up a little higher, up to the neck, shoulders. Give a little stimulation to our shoulder muscles, our neck muscles, collarbone. Stimulating the blood vessels and tendons and ligaments, just allowing a nice free energy pathway. We can bring it back down to the chest, down to the lower abdomen, the dantian, place where we cultivate, gather, store, chi, just unwind, come back to center, and pause and notice. Just notice any tingling, any areas. What do you feel? Just observe. Then we can begin to stimulate our dantian, wake up our stomach. Good energy there. Come around and tap on the lower back. Laugh, laugh. And just do some tapping. Take our fingertips, use them to stimulate the back of our neck, giving good energy to our neck muscles, joints up here, below the ears, around the ears, above the ears, down the jawbone, below the lips, corners of the mouth, upper lip. That's funny, my upper lip is moist. Cheekbones, corners of the eyes, eyebrows, stimulating all these muscles of your face. These are amazing muscles that allow us to form all our expressions. Forehead, top of the head, sending good chi and positive energy into our brains. Breathing. You can shake that out. We can begin tapping on our hips. We can come around behind the legs, behind the knees. Come around just below the knees, in front of the knees. 3-mile point. Tap down the insides of our legs, around the feet, the outsides. Do that 3 times. Back to the hips. Walk up and work on an elbow, inside of the elbow. Sending good energy into those joints and muscles. Seeing if there's any areas that are stiff, sore, sending a little positive healing energy there where it's needed. Up to the shoulder, work on the shoulder. Shoulder, around the back side, front of the shoulder. You can come down the sides, back up the side, down the inside of the arm, and up the outside of the arm, doing that circuit 3 times. Come over and work on the other elbow. Go through this. Sending some joy, healing energy to all parts of our body. Waking them up. Work on that shoulder on this side. the side, up the side, inside of the arm, and outside of the arm. 3 times on this side. We come up and tap on our chest. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and hold it. Tap a little harder and exhale. Come back to center, shake that out. Now let's send some energy to our immune system. We're just going to wrap our wrists, the outside of one wrist, the inside of the other wrist. Just focusing on sending good, positive energy to support our immune systems. All of them. I'm not going to leave any of them out. We can switch sides. Shake that out. Work on, let's just spend a couple of minutes, despite the heat, and working on our horse stance. So we're going to take a wider stance with your legs, as wide as feels comfortable. You might need to point your toes out a little bit for better support. And sink the weight down a little bit, get a little engagement in your thighs. So we're just going to start out with our hands, palms facing up, and just take a couple of deep breaths in this position. You might need to go back and forth on your toes and heels to just find a location or pose that has the least amount of energy. Move our palms face down. Palms facing out as if we're pushing out to our sides. Breathing deep. Move our arms up above our head, palms facing up the sky, making a good connection between the energy of the sky and the universe above us and the center of our palms. And we can turn our palms facing down and rain some of that energy down through the crown of our head, bringing in good positive chi right down through our spine, and through our body and legs, feet down into the earth. We can lower our arms, begin to lower our arms, stand up out of the pose, walk the feet in. Just bring those hands down the center line, just settling that energy we've just been working with. And we'll do a clearing. We'll bring the arms out, inhale out and around and up. And exhale once more down the center line, just smoothing and clearing, sending that energy to where it needs to be. Good. We'll look next, actually, frequent fluid breaks. If you brought water or something, let's keep hydrated. I have a special treat today. I have iced tea and lemonade. Okay. And next we're gonna, I don't know if everybody was here last week, but we're gonna repeat some of these movements for summer. We've entered the summer season in traditional Chinese medicine. Um, Summer is associated with the element of fire. It's a time of, unfortunately, for much of the country, fire is more of an element than we really want to deal with. But it's it represents a period of maturation, where springtime is emergence and initial growth. Summertime is this period of maturation, and the organ associated with the fire element is the heart. So we're going to do a number of exercises that are associated with the fire element and supporting energy for the heart. So that first one is a 5 element practice for fire. And we're going to begin with our feet fairly close together, just in a stance. And we're going to step to one side, simultaneously bringing our arms and palms facing up in front of us, the little fingers touching, come up right over our head, and then we're going to rotate the fingertips pointing down and just come down our center line. Okay? And we're going to swing the arms back up, out to a T, and then lower the arms back down. And while we lower the arms back down, we'll step back into the center. We're just going to repeat that on the other side. Step out, little fingers together, palms facing up, swing it up, and then come down the center line and come up into a T, and then relax back to center. We'll do this a few times on each side. Breathing in, exhaling down, inhaling up, and exhaling down and back to center. Breathing in, exhaling, inhaling up, and exhaling, arms down to center. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale, and exhale. And you can do a slight bend in the legs too. As we come down, we can sink the weight a little bit. As we bring the arms up, we can raise the weight a little bit and back down. So step out, arms up, inhaling in, exhaling down the center line, inhaling arms up, and exhaling arms down the center. We'll do one more on each side. Last one. Come back to center. Next movement will be parting the clouds. And you can envision parting the clouds to let in the sun and let that sun energy energize our heart. So parting the clouds, we're going to raise our hands up to the side, palms facing up. We're going to rotate those hands in and kind of intermingle the fingertips as we come closer to our chest. And then we're going to press out and part the clouds. Allow that sun to come in and energize our heart, and then back down. So up, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling around and down. Parting the clouds. Inhale up, exhale into the heart. Inhale, parting the clouds, and exhale up and down. Last one. Good. Next exercise is just called separating clouds. It's the same kind of visual theme. And what we'll, this one's almost like one we've done before called playing with water. It's kind of very similar to that. Yeah, it's a light, joyful. You can imagine using your hands to separate nice white puffy clouds. We're just going to start in our regular stance. We're going to sink the weight a little bit and then bring our arms kind of cross in front of us. Just bring overhead and then face the palms out and separate those clouds as we sink our hands back down by our side. And just repeat. Very simple, circular motion, separating the clouds, sinking a little bit as we come down, standing up, palms facing out and down. We'll just repeat this on your own at a pace that feels good. Just do a few of these. Inhaling up and exhaling back down. We visualize the sun's energy coming and supporting our heart health as we separate the clouds. Wherever you're at, do one more. Good. Oh. Next one is, these are also, I'm borrowing from the Qigong instructor Mimi Quotemer, who you might find online or on YouTube. And this one's called Raising the Ball. It's vaguely reminiscent of gazing at the moon, turning and gazing at the moon, but it's just with one hand instead of with two. What we're going to do is kind of bring one hand up to the side, swing it across, and lift as if we're lifting a ball. As if you're 5 or 6 years old. Then we're going to bring that arm across the chest and then lift the ball up the other side with the other arm. You can imagine that you're 5 or 6 years old, you're showing off your new ball all the day. Just kind of a joyful, light, simple expression. Repeat on your own, side to side. We'll do a few more of these. Lifting the ball. This is good for your hips, a little bit good for balance. This is good for getting a little motion, a little extension in your shoulders, your arms, hips, waist. that, do another cycle. Do one more on each side. And come back to center. And take a moment and just notice how your body feels. Mine feels hot. I'm gonna need another sip. We'll do next exercise. Again, is as to support energy and gratitude for the heart center. This is nod the head and wag the tail to calm heart fire. We're just going to rotate off to one side, bend the waist over in a slightly wider stance, almost as wide as horse stance. We're going to bend over one knee, just rotate your torso over to the other knee, and then up. And we're just going to rotate down that side, rotate across to the other knee, and then up. So inhale across and up, and exhale down and over. This is very engaged in the legs, and the waist and hips. And one more cycle, one more on each side. And come back to center. Walk the feet in. Shake that out. We'll finish these heart exercises with two of those crane movements. First one will be flying crane, and then this one we're going to be making crane beaks with our hands. We're going to put our fingertips together with our thumb and kind of make a crane beak here. So we're going to have our feet heels together, toes pointing out at some angle. We're just going to make crane beaks with our hands, sink the weight down, raising our arms up, and then like the crane's wings, allow the wings to fall as we stand back up into an upright position. So inhale as we sink down, raise those crane beaks, and exhale as we flap our wings back down. And just try to get into a rhythm and a range of motion here that fits you. This is good for your balance. We've got our feet very close together, and we're trying to do both vertical and some horizontal movements here. So this is a real balance exercise. Inhaling as we move down, move our wings up. Exhaling as we stand back up. one more. Shake that out. I have start to get a little burn in my thighs. Stretch in my Achilles. Okay. Now, red-headed crane delights in seeing its mate. And this one is also another balance one. You may need to be somewhere where you can hold on to something. But again, I'm going to start in that same foot position with the heels together, toes out on an angle. And we'll sink down again. And this time we're going to cross our arms in front of us and come up, arms over the head as if we're taking off a t-shirt. And then as we begin to fold out our wings, kind of raise one leg if you can. Or raise your foot or go up on your toe, whatever works for you. And then lower the leg with purpose and lower the wings. And then repeat. Down, arms crossed in front of you. As we form our wings out, try and raise the other leg, the opposite leg. And then place the leg down as we lower our wings. We'll just try to get into a motion here that works for us. Again, this is a kind of a complex move. Everything's going on. We got squatting down, standing up, arms making spirals, trying to go up on one leg. This is not easy. This is good for the balance. And again, if you're not coordinating your breath with this, I will give you demerits. No. This is not easy. Try to make it as smooth a motion as you can. Just work on your balance to the extent that you're able to. Again, everything with Qigong is not so much about strength. It's about some Qigong instructors refer to it as the art of effortless flow. So we should try to get to a space where these movements become as effortless as possible. Okay, we'll do one more on each side. And relax. Shake that out. Congratulate yourselves. Okay, I think we've got plenty of time here. Okay. Next, we're going to do some flowing exercises, flow exercises. And part of the effort or the either benefit or effort of these flowing exercises is it allows you, if your body and mind are willing, to get into the zone, to get into, where your body and mind are working together and we're able to kind of clear our mind and just relax into it. So first one is just the fountain. And so we're just going to start in our regular stance. And we're going to kind of scoop down and lift up some earth energy and just spread that out. You can imagine it's a fountain coming up your center line. We're just at the top, just spreading that water out and having it splash all around us. So sinking down, gathering up some of that earth energy, and the vision of water and a fountain here. And just repeat this at your own pace. I'm just going to do this for a few repetitions. Kind of sink the weight down, gather up good positive chi up through your body, out through the crown of your head, and getting rid of any negative, stuck, excess energy and chi as the hands go out and around and back down to the earth. Inhaling as we come up, exhaling as we go down. As always, if you've got balance or muscle or joint issues, you make this movement as small or as large as feels comfortable. So you can do a big fountain or a little fountain. Do one last one. Come back to center. Shake that out. Next flow exercise will be embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. And we have kind of the same basic beginning motion. We're going to scoop down. We're going to come up, and we're going to get to about chest level. We're going to turn our hands facing out and send that energy out. And then we're going to bring our hands up and around and form a nice protective ball around us. And then splay the hands out. So the hands are going to come up, midline, push out, spread out and around, making a nice protective energy ball around us, and then repeat it. So we're going to inhale, up the midline, exhale, pushing forward, inhale, forming that protective energy field around us, and then exhale, sinking back down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Embrace the tiger. Imagine the tiger's claws pushing out. Return to the mountain and sinking back into the mountain. And one last one. Last flow exercise, just a little bit longer. It's the earth flow. And same starting movements. We're going to extend, breathe in up the center line, extend the arms forward. This time we're going to swing our arms all the way back behind us a little bit, kind of circle behind. And we're going to reach down and gather up some earth energy. And then we're going to take that earth energy and you're going to form a ball. We're going to bring that ball up. Imagine that ball of white light, white energy. We're going to sink that down through the crown of our head and wash through our bodies, providing us with good, positive chi. And we're going to settle that chi. Just raise the palms up, hands up, and settle that chi that we just brought in from earth to the sky. And repeat. Hands out, backs of the hands together up the center line. Extend, circle the arms back and down, gather that earth chi. And make a ball. And raise that ball up, ball of earth energy. And wash that down through the crown of our head to our body. And then settle that energy. We'll repeat this a few more times. Inhaling up, exhaling, pushing forward. Inhaling, gathering around and down. Exhaling down. Inhaling as we form a ball. And exhaling, bringing that ball of energy down on the head. Inhaling as we raise the arms up. Exhaling as we settle that chi. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Gathering up the good positive earth energy and spreading that energy, good chi, wherever it needs to be in our bodies. Settling that energy, getting rid of any excess or stuck energy. Do this one last time. Settle that chi. And let's finish off these flow exercises with a clearing. We're just going to breathe in, bring our arms up and around. Just allow the hands to move down the center line. Just settling, clearing, making sure we've got the right amount of energy wherever it needs to be. Good. Shake that out. Good. Okay. We have 5 or 6 minutes left. Let's move into opening to the 6 directions. Bring our hands up and out, back toward us, and out to a T, and back in, and to the energy wheel. So bring our hands up in front of us, stand out, bring them back to the chest, stand out to form a T, bring back to the chest, and then just to perform the energy wheel, a couple of rotations. So, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, rotating the energy wheel. can gather some of that energy. We'll do one more cycle, and at the end of this cycle, we're just going to rotate the energy wheel for a number of cycles. We'll just rotate the energy wheel. Let's just finish with a few rotations here. Just drawing that energy up through the back of our spine. Visualize that energy coming up from the earth, coming up the back of our spine, and then circulating above and over the crown of our head, and then down the midpoints of our body. Just circulating energy throughout our bodies, up and down our body. Remembering to breathe deeply, relax our face, relax our muscles. Just knowing that whenever we want to, we can pause, clear our mind. Just one more wheel. Come back to center. Shake that out. We'll finish before we stand in bamboo in the wind. We'll center our energy. Hand placed at the level of our dantian. We'll place 2 or 3 inches below the navel, the center of our body. Just place the palm there. Rotate an arm up. Come down the midline. Just centering that energy left and right. That energy we've been working with this morning. Inhaling up, exhaling down the midline. Just remembering to maintain our balance and appreciate different perspectives and balance to our viewpoints, balance, physical balance, balance to the energy levels and the care we give to each side of our bodies. Do one more on each side. We can bring our feet close together, place our hands over our dantian, standing in bamboo in the wind, visualizing bamboo's strength, flexibility, resiliency, ability to weather storms, grow and thrive in harsh conditions, and just allow your strong and powerful bodies to rock and sway, whichever way the wind blows, whichever way it wants to rock and sway. Breathing deeply, breathing in good positivity, remembering to express gratitude, kindness, understanding, and joy, spreading goodwill, sharing positive energy with those around us. It's contagious. Smiling is a great thing. That's contagious too. Smile. Smile in your mind. Take these feelings with you for the rest of your day and next week. And thank you all for coming on this.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.